your day is going absolutely swimmingly. Welcome to another Cruise1st special with Derek and Joe, and this time we're taking journeys of discovery with Celebrity Cruises.
That's right. Now Celebrity are a cruise line for those who like to enjoy the best of everything. Their ships are beautiful, luxurious, yet comfortable, relaxed, and definitely for everybody. Now in this show we've included a classic drinks package and Wi-Fi for everyone to enjoy as we go on our epic journeys around the world.
Which in this show includes the Canadian coastline with a Boston stay for next September. We'll be celebrating the Golden Week holiday season in Japan next April, and our first exciting journey takes us on an odyssey of Southeast Asia. The perfect pre-Christmas getaway for next December, over 18 nights, flying first over to Singapore for a 3-night hotel stay. And this is going to be buzzing, isn't it, in the run-up to Christmas.
Ooh.
Very exciting time to be there.
Yeah, and just that whole novelty of being in the tropics at this time of year as well,
Yeah.
you know, escaping the freezing weather.
I haven't got my coat on.
Exactly. No coat, no shirt, no shoes, no problem. I had to say it. But no, it is absolutely tropical weather in Singapore. You're in Malaysia, and wow, look at those lights on, of course, the Gardens by the Bay. You're going to enjoy some incredible light shows of an evening, in fact. And then it's time to cruise on board Celebrity Solstice. Now, we're going to be on board for 13 nights, and you have got your classic drinks package and Wi-Fi included. So less to budget for and more to enjoy. And they have their famous lawn club up on deck with real grass. You can play croquet, you can watch a glass blowing demonstration, you can even have a picnic up on deck if you want to. Lots of fun and kind of think out of the box activities like glass blowing. I think it's the only vessel at sea that actually does that, this Celebrity brand. If you want to kick back and relax in the library with a travel book, it's a nice thing to do as well, and prepare for the destinations and what you're going to be doing in those destinations.
With a glass of wine in hand.
Well, exactly, of course. Obviously, you've got to do that, or a cocktail. In fact, I have to say, Celebrity have some, in my opinion, some of the best mixologists at sea.
Yeah.
That's a fancy word for cocktail mixers. You can even do a class to learn how to make your favourite cocktail.
Will they teach me how to make like 4 or 5 or 6 at a time like they do in a row?
Yes, absolutely.
That would be good to do.
Exactly. That's
such a faff making cocktails.
Well, it is, but when you know how, and this is the thing, you can impress at dinner parties when you come home from these kind of trips.
Yes.
Because you might be learning a skill that you didn't, have before.
I think I'd have a mop on standby. Anyway, we're looking at some of the accommodation here, which is absolutely beautiful. They have their wonderful premium bedding, of course, which is honestly some of the dreamiest you will ever find at sea, in my experience of quite a few of the Celebrity ships as well. Honestly, you just float away. And I'm one of those people that when I go to a new bed, it takes me a couple of nights to kind of settle into it and all the rest of it. Not with Celebrity. Oh my word, that's it. Head hits the pillow. I am gone. Maybe it's the amazing food. Maybe it's the sea air. Maybe it's the great combination of all of those things. Also, they have an amazing wine selection as well. You know, when it comes to me, it's a glass of Malbec coming my way, please, one at a time responsibly. They have such an amazing selection of wines available on board. And that's nice when you're enjoying specialty dining like Le Petit Chef there, with the animated chef who's preparing the dish in animation, and then it arrives for real, and that's a real spectacle.
He is miniature, but your meal would not be miniature, just so you know.
No.
You've got a tiny chef, but he does work hard.
Yes.
There's theme parties, lots of theme parties on Celebrity. You've got the Rocks, the Groove, the Mask Ball as well, Live at Sky. And this is fun. Everybody Dance. This is where guests are partnered with professional dancers. I've done this when I've worked on board. You dance off against each other in an interactive TV style game show, and if that's your thing, getting involved in game shows, there's tons of them to enjoy in the theatre and also in secondary lounges that are run by cruise staff and their team.
Yes, they have prizes as well, as if I seem to remember. Yes, some really
good
nice prizes of things to enjoy on board, but that's all for you to discover while you are on board, and we're cruising out of Singapore. Off we go.
Yes, a day at sea will see us into Phuket, where we have an overnight in lovely Thailand. Phuket is full of exciting nightlife, by the way. If you go downtown, there's lots of things to do, from restaurants and dining to shopping, open all hours, and incredible spas open all hours as well for a foot scrub, a facial, whatever you want to have done. Then we're on into Penang in Malaysia, which is known for its Habitat Penang Hill. It's actually a B Corp certified award-winning rainforest discovery centre. It's beautiful, and the UNESCO Penang Biosphere Reserve to visit too. 2. Then we're into Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. You can head on up to the Twin Towers right there, and also the Kuala Lumpur Bird Park is great for bird watching. Lovely wildlife here. Batu Caves offer you a little bit of history there too. It's Bali next. Selokan Bawang, the north of Bali, is our first stop in Bali, and it has got beautiful hot springs not too far from the port, the Banjar Natural Hot Springs and Temple, well worth a visit. And you know, the volcano's not too far. Then we're into the south of Bali, Benoa. This is where you can head on to Ubud for monkey forest. There's lots of silversmithing workshops in that area too, and Seminyak for the gorgeous beaches. Don't forget to do a spot of shopping when you're there in the markets. Lombok's next, in just off the coast of Bali. This is very unspoilt. There's no motor vehicles allowed on the island. It's horse and cart only. You've also got, you can get a sand bike and drive around the island. That's lots of fun, lots of natural beauty. A couple of days at sea will see us back into Singapore, where you'll disembark and we will fly you back to the UK.
Horse and cart in paradise, that sounds nice. I had a really lovely picture in my mind then of just, you know, being driven around just by horse and cart. That's lovely, isn't it? Because you see it, don't you, in places like, do they still do it in London? You can do like horse and carriage
I think so.
in London, and some big cities you can do. But yeah, that would be lovely to do, far away from home. What a lovely little Christmas present to yourself or to each other, because this is for next December, of course, and it gets you back in time for Christmas as well. You're exploring and you're escaping in all-inclusive style with Celebrity. Let's get your price tag, because it's not what you think it will be either. I would have put this in the sort of £4,000 to £5,000 kind of category. You're talking about 5-star cruising here. You're talking about all your flights sorted, and you've got a stay in Singapore as well. It's brilliant. If you do love the idea of this one, again, just £199 each deposit today, and you've locked in that price for this 18-night trip. And remember, it's not until next December. So that's your flights to and from Singapore, 3 nights in a hotel before you actually cruise. Then you've got your 13-night cruise on the lovely Solstice with the Lawn Club, enjoying classic drinks and Wi-Fi as you cruise to Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia, including your overnight in Phuket and a day in gorgeous Bali. In fact, 2 days in Bali, actually, one in the north, one in the south. It's a dream ticket and a wonderful cruise for you as well, and you are back home in time for Christmas. Here's everything that is included, and your drinks and Wi-Fi alone here has a value of over $1,400 per person. Now, when you put that into context and to the price, you know, that you're paying for the overall trip, you just think, well, thank you very much, Cruise1st. You've saved me the bother of even trying to search around for all the flights and all the stays and all the this, that and the other. I won't even bother. I don't need to, because you've done us a cracking deal there for you. And that's what we do. That's what we've been doing for over 25 years here at Cruise1st. So call us right now if you fancy that one. It is for next December, so I know we're kind of early booking, but actually that's the thing to do in the world of cruise. I'm sure you've seen by watching the channel as well. Either booking far out into the future or booking late deals. You know, there's pluses and minuses to both actually, but if you're booking into the far future, a low deposit, and you've locked in that price tag, and you've got a lot of time between now and the holiday to actually budget for it. If you're doing a late deal, you've got slightly less choice over cabins and things like that, but yeah, there are some super late deals if you fancy something in just a few weeks time. So either way, always talk to the team on 0800 953 4700, and make sure that you've got copies of these coming through your door regularly. We pop them out about once a month, and they are brilliant because they're kind of a little bit of a deeper look. Actually, sometimes it's quite nice to see something on the page, isn't it? And kind of have a little peruse and maybe shove it under the nose it needs to be shoved under. Do you know what I mean? To actually get the hint and get something like this booked. So if you want us to add you to the mailing list, don't worry, we're not selling it to the world and its wife. We're just using it ourselves. We pop one out about once a month. It's 0800 953 4700. Why did that sound so wrong? We don't send them out every single day, is what I was trying to say in a very clumsy kind of way there. Right, okay, Joe, you can spare me now because I think I just stuck myself into a hole.
That's all right. We've got lots more to keep you entertained. Yeah, you hide yourself there. little devil. Don't forget that Celebrity Cruises and Cruise1st have an excellent relationship, and we are the best place to find the keenest prices. Now it's time to send you on a fascinating and far-reaching cruise of Canada's coastline for the end of next summer. And our 15-night trip starts with a flight over to Boston in Massachusetts to enjoy this fascinating city by staying 2 nights first in a hotel. Oh, I love Boston, especially at the end of summer here. Wonderful time to visit. It'll still be probably very warm and lovely to wander around the city. You've got to go to Fenway Park, you know, and catch a game while you're there as well. Catch a game, baseball game. It's definitely
Don't
part
they
of the
stop
culture.
like every 15 seconds though for something in baseball? Isn't it quite
They
slow?
do, but it's kind of
I mean, you've got to go and do it,
It's
haven't
an
you?
all-American thing to
See
do.
the cheerleaders and all of that kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
I don't think they have them in baseball.
Oh, did they not? Oh, don't they? Okay. I've so much to learn. This is why I need to go to Boston.
Maybe they do.
see?
I think that's a football thing.
Okay.
I don't know. We're not sports people.
No, absolutely not.
Anyway, that's why you need to go when you're in America for sure. Part of the culture. Then it's time for the celebrity silhouette, and you have got 12 nights on board to enjoy, and this is all included, to enjoy the lawn club, cocktail up there, because that's all included as well for you. So, you know, nice glass of wine, that's included too. So are your coffee, so is everything else when it comes to beverages. And you have got, of course, your Wi-Fi then included in that package price, which is wonderful. The retreat sun deck, I mean, this looks lovely. I mean, the way that the actual outdoor spaces on Celebrity are designed, it's like a fancy boutique hotel in a, you know, bougie part of Ibiza or South Beach, Miami. It really just feels so opulent. And this is all part, you're not paying to go into a bar and an individual cocktail price, because that's all included for you. And you've got, it's not, that's just one of many spaces around the ship that will feel like, you know, a real top-notch spot in wherever you live.
So nicely done, isn't it? The whole thing is just so beautifully laid out. It's so fresh, it's so modern. You know, sometimes, and I know I say this all the time, but, you know, sometimes when you think 5-star, you know, it's build up to the hilt. Quite often you'll get, you know, offers via your email to say, come and stay at this 5-star hotel for a night, and they'll give you a special rate. And you go there and you think, okay, well, I'm sure this was very special 20, 25 years ago,
Yeah.
but it's kind of fallen behind the times now. I can see why you're saying 5-star, because it's a beautiful building, but inside, you know, time has passed on. Whereas Celebrity really are giving us everything of that equal caliber. Everything is design led. They use some of the biggest designers in the world to curate these wonderful ships. So all of the furnishing, you know, it's comfortable seating, it's modern furnishings, it's furnishings that you would want in your own home ideally as well. And they always say like a true breakaway is something that's just a little bit of a step up from your everyday at home. And that is it, literally from one end of the ship to the other. They're not just showing you the shiny bits here on the video, it's the whole ship.
The whole ship. And you've got that, you know, beautifully upholstered plush velvet chairs and all the, you know, colours that are accompanying each space individually. And everywhere you go is that same quality. Like you said, Derek, the ice top bar, that's a fun one to do. You can do a martini class. Quasar, that's your nightclub. They've got movies under the stars as well, which is a great experience. And then your big production shows in the theatre and the Celebrity Theatre. You've got Euphoria, for example, a stunning acrobatic show with aerial performances and dynamic choreography. You have got Cosmopolitan, which is a high-energy musical journey showcasing music and dance from around the world. And, you know, lots more to enjoy when you're on board. They'll have featured guest acts as well. I mean, the acrobats are amazing, honestly. So, yeah, you will love every single moment on board the Celebrity Silhouette. And then there's destinations. Yes, we're into Rockland, first of all, in, of course, wonderful Canada, New England, in Maine. You've got to have a lobster roll when you're in Maine. It's the famous street food. It's
So
like a
good.
brioche with lobster and this special sauce. Very good. We're into St. John's in Canada next. New Brunswick. You've got the reversing rapids here and the Bay of Fundy to go and see. Absolutely beautiful and breathtaking nature in this port of call, and the market's very cute too for a wander around. Next up, we're into Halifax, probably the most famous port on your itinerary. It has a very long pier which has tons to see and do, from Tim Hortons, the famous coffee shop, through to the lighthouse at the end and boutiques dotted along the way. You could while away a day just doing that, honestly. We're into Sydney in Canada next, and in Nova Scotia offers you a range of activities, museums, outdoor adventures, culture. You've got to go and have a selfie by the Big Fiddle. There is a giant fiddle there as a nod to the Celtic roots of this port. Then it's Quebec. Beautiful. French Canada. It offers you the best of European architecture mixed with the Canadian flair and the charm of a medieval English town. I love it. And you've got to try the poutine when you're there. That's their famous chips with cheese curds and gravy.
You've got 2 days there, so plenty of time.
Overnight there is indeed. Then we're into Charlottetown. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island is known for Anne of Green Gables. It's utterly charming, Prince Edward Island. You've got the Confederation Centre to go and learn about the history of Canada there too. Then we're into Portland in Maine. Charming coastal city.
Another lobster roll.
You've got to try a lobster roll in each port. That's what I've been told by the Canada and New England people, friends from that part of the world. Great fudge too. Then we are back into Boston and Scrimshaw. You've got to pick up that souvenir. It's carved ancient whalebone. You can get little pendants and all kinds of keepsakes. We will then fly home after we arrive back into Boston after this amazing adventure.
Well, fudge was a bit of a curveball, wasn't it? I mean, lobster, yeah, I'm on board with that, but fudge, that's a bit of a come. It's a
maple syrup fudge.
It's a good dessert, I suppose, after the lobster, isn't it? Sounds good. Will it rival our own Devon fudge, though?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, Joe says yes.
It's better, Derek.
What say you? Anyway, this is a wonderful time to cruise the Canadian coast for next year in September, because it's the back end of summer, and again, you are just peeping into the fall there. So there's the changing of the scenery and the colours everywhere. Everyone wants to go and explore Canada. Canada is a different thing, but Canada is an amazing thing. Let's get you the price tag, because I'm obviously getting tongue-tied. Okay, that is pretty good actually, because this is a really, really good comprehensive itinerary here. Again, a deposit on this one today of just £199 will secure it and get the plans in place for lobster and fudge. And we'll fly you first out to Boston for a 2-night hotel stay there, where you may or may not see cheerleaders at the baseball game. And then you've got your all-inclusive cruise on Celebrity Silhouette with classic drinks and Wi-Fi to enjoy while you explore the Canada and New England coastline, port by port, lobster by lobster, including an overnight in Quebec City to enjoy as well. 12 nights of cruising to relax, enjoy and explore in style. And here's everything that is included. Your classic drinks and Wi-Fi package, by the way, just for your info, has a value of over $1,300 per person. So it is well worth having as part of your deal here. It is amazing. Actually, the ocean view and the balcony prices are not too far away. And I tell you what, you will have an absolute treat if you upgrade. You saw earlier the retreat facilities on board as well. So if you do fancy going even further and going to a retreat suite where you have exclusive perks, again, just talk to the team on 0800 953 4700. And if you're interested in finding out more about the Celebrity Retreat, we have a Cruise1st Luxury Collection show that is on right now on our website and on our YouTube, which will talk to you more about the retreat experience with Celebrity, which, let me tell you, is, well, it's like that thing that nobody talks about but everybody loves. If you've got it, then you really cherish it. It's really yours. So if you want to know more about that, just look for the Cruise1st Luxury Collection shows. Yes. Right, should we take another one?
Let's do it.
Why not?
Let's take a final journey of discovery, which will take us to just about the most requested cruise destination right now, and that's Japan. You guessed it already, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, we have the perfect Celebrity Cruises trip departing on the 28th of April next year. 17 nights in all sees us fly first out to Tokyo for a 3-night hotel stay in the capital. And it's Golden Week, where the locals enjoy many celebrations.
Yeah, it's like a collection of, the equivalent to our kind of bank holidays. They have like a bunch of holidays together. So actually, this is where the people of Japan actually let loose, have a bit of time off, which is like a rarity in Japan. And so there are a lot of parades and celebrations and things that are going on to celebrate that. So it's a pretty good time of year to be in town.
And we'll be there in cherry blossom season as well here in of course in April, which is wonderful. So you can see a forecast for that. And when you're heading through the botanical gardens again, you might see some beautiful, manicured gardens and bonsai trees and whatnot. I mean, there's just so much to see in Tokyo. And then it's time for us to cruise, and we've got all included cruising over 12 nights with your drinks and your Wi-Fi included right there on the Celebrity Millennium. I love that the ships we've featured in this show have been all of this kind of class of celebrities. So slightly smaller, really very welcoming, very friendly ships to be cruising on, where you can find all your amenities very easily. From the solarium, which has got a cover as well for all weather conditions, and you've got the lovely hot tubs in there, and you can just chill on a lounger reading your book. It's always kind of got that greenhouse temperature to it, so it feels lovely and warm no matter what it's like outside. And you can enjoy a nice fresh juice up there perhaps, or a smoothie too. They have that kind of health food bar, they call it, over in up in the solarium. These are just a little peek into the incredible celebrity staterooms. You might want to treat yourself to a veranda, or even upgrade to a suite and really experience luxury. Maybe it's a special occasion and you're gonna do it all. Why not? We're gonna have that suite this cruise because we're celebrating 50 years, or it's my 70th birthday. Do it, enjoy it. And the beds, my goodness, we've mentioned it before, but I'll just have to back up what you were saying earlier, Derek. They are honestly the most comfortable mattresses I've ever experienced. You've got also, when it comes to food on Celebrity, I love the way the different restaurants are designed. They feel very intimate in the way that the lighting designs are also contrived, so you never feel like there's too much bright light. It's just perfect for your dining experience, whatever that dining experience is. Now, when it comes to specialty dining, La Petite Chef, but you've also got your steak bar, you've also got your steak restaurant, you've got your sushi, your Tuscan grill as well. So all of these different options await you.
Yeah, they're lovely, and they're never big, these specialty dining restaurants either. I mean, they're quite a kind of an exclusive ticket, which is really, really nice in a way, because the last thing you want to do is think, oh, okay, well, I've paid extra from this, but there's hundreds of people around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You want it to feel a very, very special experience. And it is wonderful. And the cover charge that you pay is nowhere near what you would expect in the equivalent restaurant in the real world, so to speak. It's fantastic, and it's just a really, really lovely evening. It can be nicely paced as well. It can be quicker if you want to, but it's nice, kind of relaxed. Do the wine pairings. You've got a drinks package included there as well, so that makes that really, really simple. And then you can just work your day and night around the fantastic entertainment that is there for you as well. So let's go and explore Japan.
Yes, first up we have gorgeous Osaka, and we've actually got an overnight there. You have got the Sky Building to visit, and there's even a Ferris wheel to get you some lovely views over Osaka. Universal Studios is not too far away, but make sure you visit some of the lovely temples in this port, as it's known as kind of the cultural capital of Japan. We're into Kochi next, also known for its incredible Kochi Castle, that feudal castle. Of course, they're in this very interesting and archetypically Japanese style, so you might want to be snapping pictures left, right and center of the architecture while you're there for sure. We are into Hiroshima next up on the itinerary, where you can see the Peace Memorial Museum, which I think would be fascinating, or maybe take an excursion to enjoy a traditional tea ceremony, which they're known for in Japan. We are into Busan in South Korea next. This is known as the country's summer capital, so it does boast some lovely beaches. They're also known for their fish market, which is fascinating to visit and see kind of all the fishermen throwing the fish around and talking in their lingo when it comes to that too. Nagasaki's next, and again, a beautiful Peace Memorial Park and gardens awaits you here. And being there in springtime, seeing those blossoms, seeing all the gorgeous manicured gardens is going to be part of your experience that will be unforgettable in this part of the world. Kagoshima is next on the list for you, and Sakurajima is the volcano you see over the whole bay there. It's an active volcano actually, so it will be interesting to do a tour up to the point there. We're into Shimizu, again known for a famous volcano, Mount Fuji this time, and you might want to head on over to take the Sakurajima ferry so you can get a lovely viewpoint over the bay, or maybe a minibus tour taking you up to Mount Fuji is what you'll decide to do. This is an overview of your lovely itinerary, and of course we'll arrive back into Tokyo after this itinerary, and you'll disembark and fly back to the UK, and end-to-end flights are included alongside your stay in Tokyo at the beginning and this magnificent itinerary.
Yeah, and I know I say this all the time, but you may feel watching the channel that you see an awful lot of Japanese itineraries, and there's a good reason for that, because everybody wants to go. They book up like crazy because it is the part of the world that so many people want to go and see. So many people do have it on their to-do list. So to do it in 5-star style, see, this is the thing. You go to Tokyo, you have your time in Tokyo, and then you're on the cruise, and then you've got so much information about all the different ports that you're going to. You've got excursion opportunities, you've got chances to wander as you want to, but you've got that lovely familiarity of the ship to go back to every single day. So wherever you're going, you've always got that, oh, we've had a wonderful day, we've had a very busy day, a really interesting day, and then we go back to that sheer luxury, drinks included, Wi-Fi included, where are we going to next? So a really exciting combination. It is wonderful. Again, you can secure this today with a deposit of just £199 each. Let's get your price tag as well, because again, people always think, just traditionally, that this part of the world is very expensive to go to, and it's fair to say that's a fair sum for a holiday. But when you think about how many different places you're actually getting to explore, how much is included in this day and age, you know, it's just brilliant at $3,199. And remember, deposit today gets the trip in the diary for next April. And it includes so much as well as you explore exciting ports in Japan and South Korea, including that overnight in Osaka and a day at Shimizu, which is the port for Mount Fuji as well. As I said, drinks and Wi-Fi are included while you cruise for your 12 nights, so you'll just have the best of times on this gorgeous ship as well, with only just over 2,000 passengers, which is great. You're discovering new parts of the world. The cruise ends back in Yokohama for your flight back to the UK. Here's everything that's included, and your drinks package and Wi-Fi have a value in this offer again of over $1,300 per person, which, if you think about it, makes our deal even more. What? How on earth have we been able to do that? Again, I'll tell you, because there's no major secret here. There's nothing that we're not telling you. It's just that Cruise1st are a cruise travel agent, and we dominate in cruise, as our name suggests. That's why we're called Cruise1st. And so we book a lot of cruises, and what happens is, because we're booking on behalf of so many people and we're booking so many cruises with these major cruise lines, we can negotiate exclusive rates that you don't have access to other ways, which is brilliant. We're doing it all the time. That's what this TV channel is all about, spitting out exclusive offers to you that you think, well, even if I go and look at the website and I say, oh, I can't match it. Why is it I can't match it? Why is it I can't go to them directly and do this? Like, we are just genius at what we do. I have to say, and I'm absolutely blowing our trumpet, because we've been in this business for over 25 years. And travel's a tricksy business as well. You know, it has peaks and troughs.
Yeah.
It goes crazy, and then something happens. And through all of that, 25 plus years later, Cruise1st, I think, are kind of like stronger than ever. It's amazing, really.
We've weathered the storms, and we're stronger than ever, like you just said.
I mean, they're pulling their hair out in the background constantly. You know, they're constantly arranging these things, and they never stop. You know, there's never an end to their inbox. You know, they've always got something else to work on, but they never stop. God love them, they never stop.
Well, I mean, the thing is, sometimes you just don't know where to begin when you know you want to go to all these places. But like, how do you even begin to put a holiday together which features all these different facets?
Yeah.
So we've done it for you. And the beauty of a cruise going to these destinations is you get a little taster, you get a little look into these places, which you might visit again or you might not. But it means that you can tick off so many places without, having to leave the comfort of the warm embrace of a cruise ship. That's what it feels like, though. It feels so comfortable.
And you come back and you're like, I've travelled!
Yes!
Hooray, such a great feeling, it really is. Listen, stay right where you are. We are back with more amazing packages very soon.
Bye for now.